Hey, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about AI, just some of the headlines I'm seeing lately, and how I use it in my own day to day, how I build out systems based off of kind of the recs that I get out of AI. But really, more so, I want to build off of my most popular video to date, this idea of subscriptions, the thought process, and how I see AI and what you can do differently starting immediately if you haven't already, because I think there's an immediate benefit to AI that everyone should be capturing, whether that's and I'll dig into that in this video. So, first off, just reading headlines this morning, I see that Howard Schultz is talking about how there's going to be $1.8 trillion put into AI infrastructure between now and 2030. So, it's February 2nd, 2026. A few years, you're talking about hundreds of billions per year put into these big data centers and the innovation around the energy grid right now, all to unleash AI in our lives a bit more, right? I think about, I'm sure a lot of people, and this is kind of what I'm getting at in the meat of this video is if you're thinking AI is overhyped, it's a bubble, all these thoughts are sort of, it's like almost like retail investing, right? It's top or surface layer. I think there's a real benefit that everyone should be having in terms of, and this is really what I recommend is spending 15 minutes a week, ideally more, but just kind of fooling around with the current capacity. I'm always shocked by how much better it gets on each innovation, and I can go through nuts and bolts of specific things I use it for, but it's really more so building that process of continually testing it. And as I test it, I like to just look up what are other people currently using it for, and it's always just kind of ridiculous. Like right now, there's a lot of AI slop. I see people driving, views to their channel through these kind of crazier videos or what have you. And it's interesting to see that happening in real time, and I hope it's a fad where 6 months, a year from now, there's just a new use of it, and so people that aren't using that kind of AI slop. But that's how people are using it today. But I think about a year ago, 2 years ago, people were using it differently, right? So it's each innovation, and I want to be there, understanding why people are using it that way, how it's developing, and again, see it as an opportunity. That's really the crux of this video, right? Spending 15 minutes a week installing that as a system, seeing it as an opportunity to leverage kind of my current thought process, my current systems. And by doing that, what I've really noticed too is that AI, whether that's Carlisle or Chat GPT or whatever these systems are called, right? They're able to recognize my intentions, my mission, my values. I'm able to kind of share a big goal, but also I like to add prompts of how does my day to day look like, or what does a day look like a year from now achieving all this, what, and it kind of brings everything back down to reality a bit more. And I like that because it gives me good tangible, whatever. That's how I use it. But again, it's more of that overall process of testing it, seeing what it's capable of, seeing what other people are using it for. Because if you're sleeping on I think you're a lot's gonna pass by, and you're gonna get missed up. You're gonna get passed up essentially. So that's really what I'm trying to get at this video is if you're thinking, oh, it's a bubble, it's overhyped. I mean, that's I almost want to say that's fine, but really it's not. You got to see it as an opportunity for what it is. There's massive investment across our society into it. And so whether that's, planning a trip or what have you, right? There's a little nuts and bolts of what you can do currently that really it's really beneficial, but it's more about just being at the forefront and testing it in real time. I find that's really helpful. So leave a comment if you're using AI. Let me know how you're using it AI, like, kind of what it's been helpful for you. Like the video if you got something out of this, and subscribe. I mean, my channel, I'm really talking about systems that have helped fuel my life in the past and currently, and this is one I think everyone needs to set up. It's eliminating the negative sort of negative, like, oh, I don't need that, I don't want that, and trying to utilize it and trying to see what's out there for you. So, till next time.